Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. We have a New Year's extravaganza for you. What can I expect in the new year? I love everything that begins with a 1 and a new start. And we're not talking about our crazy resolutions of, oh, I'm going to drop 5 pounds. I'm going to learn this language, this and this and that. This is big gangbuster stuff. This is like, how am I going to release old hurts and pains so I can go to a new spiritual level? I can open my heart chakra. You're going to have big revelations and realizations, and we have messages from you, from your guides, from oracles, from tarot, from everything here of how you are just going to bust into this New Year's and be like gangbusters, happy, alive, free, just whole and ready to roll. And we have a 4-card pick for you. The first one, I'm doing it with rings because Ian can separate it the best. Over here we have a lovely jade ring for number 1 choice. Number 2, we have a lovely simulated ruby for number 2. I like lots of cards as well. Number 3 is a citrine ring. And number 4 is a Laramar ring. So I'll give you a moment to make your choice. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, jade, ruby, citrine, Laramar. And I love this mix. I saw this spread one time and I was like, oh, I really like this because it's very multi-layered and gives us a lot of things with what we can expect and the energy and the messages that our guides are trying to give us and direction. And sometimes we need to auto-correct some of our behaviors. And sometimes when we feel like we have that fresh start, we just kind of reset button. We're not working on autopilot from our subconscious. We're working from our new consciousness, which says we are aware. We work in 24-hour blocks. We don't overwhelm ourselves. We are going to be there. We are going to be awake and purposeful and present, right? We're not going to do things where we're paying half attention, 25% attention. We are going to be wholeheartedly in that wonderful meal that we're eating, in that conversation we're enjoying, right? It's all about fresh, new experiences, and we want to experience them 100%. So we're going to begin with number 1 and see what energies are out there for us. Yay, the Ace of Swords energy, which is perfect. So this is all about fresh starts, clean thinking, clear thinking, cutting through any emotional garbage. You're going to be like, you're going to set your eyes on the prize and you're just going to go directly there. There's no reason for you to be distracted. You're going to have unstoppable movement and illumination. You're just going to go in readiness. You're like a warrior on a mission. You have got this covered and you know it. You know what I mean? You have focus and you have speed and power and peace and communication. All of those things are right at your fingertips. And here's some of our guides' messages for us as well. The Queen of Winter, beautiful. This is all about letting go of people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career. This is directed quite often at unmarried or divorced individuals. And what this speaks to is we don't want any more baggage. We don't want people hanging around that complain and keep us in the same old rut, and people that have us repeating patterns that are unhealthy. We don't need that. We are going forward with our lives. And this is a message from our Oracle Goddess. Pele is divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? Ask yourself that and sit back with it and mull it over and be with it and feel how your body responds to it. Do pros and cons lists. That's what I do. If I want to go down this avenue, or do I want to work with this advertiser? Do I want to go down this angle? How do I want to deliver these messages, and who do I want to connect with, and who do I want to support? All these things. I see how my body feels. I see how it will start to play out in the future. All of those things. Okay, so you have that. You're divinely supported. And I love these so much that I want to read you your postcard message from Spirit. It says, everything is in divine order. Even in chaos, there is order. And we are always in awe of this. For you, though on a human journey, things can get disorganized in your mind and physical reality. You need to get rid of clutter, whether it is too many stories in your mind or too many what ifs or fearful thoughts of the past or future. Instead, Focus on the now. That's a 1. That's a new start. That's exactly what you need. Empty your mind. Clean your house. Throw out any object that tells you an uncomfortable story. Discern what you have. Sort, purge, clear, and organize. We want you to have a space to fill with something better. Spirit loves a vacuum as it gives space for brilliant new energy. Let go of what is not serving you and give order to what remains. See them and know their value. Your soul needs organization in order to keep your connection to us and the Spirit free of distractions. You are adored by so many. We hope that you know that. And that is your postcard from Spirit. Yes, nature wants to refill that void with something beautiful, clear, and precise. No more garbage, no more craziness. And your affirmator card is about modesty. I am willing to be wrong. I am willing not to know all the answers. I am even willing to admit to my boss that I screwed up. Behind all this humility is the me that knows it's better to be modest than to be a die-hard, try-hard, know-it-all. We all know those people, right? They wear on your last nerve. Nobody knows everything. Let's have a beginner's mind where we want to learn, right? Not to be some know-it-all. Isn't that mature and gracious? You're welcome. Look at him. My bad. Yeah, we have to be humble about things. Nobody knows everything. We need to slow our effing roll up in here. And then we have the Diamond Dreamer about material wealth and prosperity. That's beautiful. This is the only book that I'm going to read to because the other meanings are quite concise and clear, but I love the wording in these books on these. And they're only one paragraph, and they're beautiful, and they make so much sense. And I love the Diamond Dreamer. I love that title. It's so beautiful. It's about material wealth and true prosperity. So when the Diamond Dreamer arrives, he represents a successful manifestation of unseen into the material. Be sure that you truly want what you think you desire, for this ally will commit to getting it for you. All manner of conditions will flow around you. Messages from Spirit will serve to guide you towards achieving your heart's desire. If you want a house, you'll be led to it. If your priority is a new job, with the right continual steps, you'll achieve this. If you desire a more harmonious relationship, the measures needed to create this will be obvious. So yeah, it's just a guided path for you. Once you set the intention, it's simply brought to you, which is lovely. And this is going to be your spirit animal, which you will probably start to see in commercials, billboards, movies, everywhere. And the fox spirit reminds you to think on your feet. That's the old adage of taking a pause and sitting lightly with things. It's very easy to think on your feet when you don't have an ego and you feel you have to be right and you have to lead everything and you have to be the alpha. When you just think, when you go with the flow and you work with the best for the greater good of everybody, it's very easy to think on your feet because you're taking everybody into account, right? And you have all this lovely energy surrounding you and supporting you, right? And when you work from honesty and helpfulness and love, things just flow like that. Wow, so that's you guys. Beautiful first group. Yes, yes. So the first group that was Jade, that is looking very beautiful. And remember too, I love this. Modesty will get you so far. We all know that beautiful, modest person, right? That tries, does well, and is a pleasure to be around, right? And we also know those know-it-alls that we could do without. For surezies in New Jerseys. Okay, guys, so that's you. If you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe. And also all my links are down below. If you need a private read, if you need Instantgo, bless you. If you need the links to my Etsy store, check out the Patreon page. It is all directly below where the little gray arrow is. Thank you very much, you guys. Very good group. And next we're on to the simulated Ruby group. Let's see what's going on in your message for you and your energy. Wonderful. Queen of Pentacles. I feel this is your year to usher in your money and get control if it's gotten out of control anyway. You're realizing to hone your craft and investment, how to garner more money, how to get value and worth for your actual labor that you put forth. You're not going to accept things for less anymore. You're realizing your value and you work hard. And I feel like you blend beautifully with other people when you're in there. And that's going to start to get noticed and it's going to increase your money flow, which is wonderful. And you're also developing a better relationship with money, letting yourself know that, hey, I can be spiritual and still acquire wealth so I can share with others and buy people that airplane ticket to get home at Christmas if they don't have it, to buy that single mother some groceries, to buy somebody's teenager a car that's going off to college, right? Money can be put to very good use for sure. And let's see, this is your Ace of Winter card. This is about not being deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. So you're going to have scores of wonderful ideas that are going to come to you, and they're just going to hit you right in the face. It's going to be so obvious, and they're going to guide you and help you to use new methods to accomplish things with very little effort that in the past had taken you greater effort. You know what I mean? And people are going to come to you for answers because your head is clear. You have that wonderful focused ability, and your third eye is open, and those chakras, and your chi is flowing, and you're very balanced. Ooh, and Ryanan has to say, the sorceress is you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. In the new year, you're going to garner that knowledge that lets you know that energy is free flowing when we don't try to force it, when we're like a river and we let it flow, when we ask our guides, we set our intentions, we plant those seeds, and we release it. That's the biggest thing. We release it. That brings out the sorcerer and sorceress in all of us, because we're all part of the cosmos then, in the trusting unit of the divine to bring us what we want and need. They know best. They know the timeline. They know when we're ready, and they know when others are ready, and they set it all in motion, okay? And here is your postcard. We have a secret to share with you. If you act as if all is well, it will be. Act as if you are brave, and you will have courage. Act as if you are loved, and you will be a magnet for love and experience the love of spirit. Act as if your prayers have been answered, as if you're truly in sync with good fortune. How you think is how you see the world. Interact with it and draw conclusions from it. If you want to be the person who has the life you want, co-creating and loving what is yours, you need to start acting as if that were already the truth. Don't worry about these conditions in your life that seem empty or cavernous, chaotic or barren. These are temporary and don't even count. Defy them and act as if you're the luckiest person on the planet, and you will be, for you already are. That's the real secret, and you are infinite potential. Absolutely. That is the law of attraction in fine fettle. That is absolute manifestation. It is just what it is. It's physics. Like attracts like. But when you already live that reality in your mind, it becomes reality in the 3D. You know what I mean? You can, and it works beautifully when you write it down, when you think it, when you envision it, and you use all 5 senses. So you can touch it, taste it, hear it, see it, smell it, all of those things. And this is wonderful. And this is, yay, your affirmator. Good fortune is about to smile on you. So get your cosmic camera ready and prepare to capture the moment. This luck might come from in the form of something small, like a miraculous parking space, or permission to choose the lunch order, or it might rain down as if something is even more significant, like a new position in your dream career with double the salary and triple the benefits, or a new coworker that ends up being your BFF or your true love. At the very least, maybe you'll come across a candy dish with something good in it. That's really cute, isn't it? Yes, I feel like right now there are just bushels and bushels filled with diamond dust and gold, and it's just being brought to you on a silver platter because you understand the law of attraction now. You understand the focus, the intention, and the release of it, and then it just flows, which is so beautiful. So the Well Watcher is about wisdom and power of the divine. I love that. I love the art in this. I love the messages in this. So let's see what the book has to say. After I read these once or twice, I'll memorize because they're lovely, quick things. The Well Watcher signals the need to go within to contemplate the true source of power in the world, which he reminds you is the divine. This is a message to let you know that you're being called to the well, and an unseen power will be there and will be yours to align with. This affirmation and prayer will invite the divine to bring miracles and resolution to your life. Thy will be done through me for the highest good and all of the true manifestation of my purpose. You will know the way forward by the still small voice within. The divine may also answer your call by sending others to help and guide you. That's why we always need to keep an open heart and an open mind, because these things are sent to us. Little messages, animals, text, words not being said, looks, glances, all kinds of messages at all times. So when we slow down, we can recognize them, right? It's very important. And your animal spirit is the white raven spirit that says trust in magic. Trust in the magic. Do it when we think there's magic everywhere and we think there's light and there's hope. There always is, right? one thing always leads to another. Desperation leads to more desperation, leads to hopelessness, where hope, magic, love, light leads to more of that, right? You ever get slightly excited about something? It builds more excitement about other things, and then you're just in a good mood, right? All the time. So that's you guys. Amazing. You have beautiful energy swirling around you. You have good luck. You have great intentions. You sowed the seed. You're putting the work in. Just know that you're a magical person that can manifest your dreams. That's beautiful. That's one of my favorite cards in this deck. So that's you guys. If you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe and hit the little notification bell so you know when the new videos are up. All my links are down below for private reads, for anything you could hope for, my Etsy store, all of that stuff, Instantgo, everything is right there for you guys. So it's a little gray arrow in the bottom of the video, because some people have never, a lot of my people have never gotten reads before, and they're like, oh Melanie, how do I do this? I've never done this before, and I really appreciate you coming to me. I'm so honored when people are willing to attempt something on a first time trial basis that they haven't before. It means you're expanding, you know. There's a lot of fearlessness out there now, a lot of growth, and it's wonderful. So now we're on to the citrine ring. Okay, we are now moving on to number 3. So let's see what's going on for you. Ooh, the Hierophant. Yeah, I feel now you're starting to receive the keys that unlock the door. The Hierophant always has the keys. He has a deeper knowing, and you're going to receive that through your guides, your messengers, your meditation, your relaxation, your clearer eye, your third eye opening up. You're just starting to vibrate on a higher level, and you're much more receptive to the energy and understanding how the world works, and energy is interchanged. And it's beautiful because you can become a visionary very quickly when you have that. That Richard Branson, all those people have that energy. You know, all the strong, Walt Disney had it, Albert Einstein, all those people, they just have the keys. And let's see, you also have the King of Autumn energy, which speaks to being assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything is going your way. You are a good person or company to work for. You have compassionate, accomplished, charisma, and you are very gifted. So remember that. Sometimes when you get a little lower, you get tired. Be like, dude, I am the King of Autumn. I have this. And just let yourself be who you are, and never try to mask that, because charismatic, strong people are very magnetic, and they have very influential, they're in a very influential position, and they have a heightened power of persuasion as well, and you're in that mode right now. And this is Sedna. Infinite Supply says you are supplied today in all of your tomorrows. This is about you feeling and knowing that you're abundant, that abundance is all around you. There's always enough sun for everybody. You clap for others, you raise them up, you want them to succeed. You feel great when other people receive theirs for their hard work. You don't compete and you don't compare, because you know there is enough for all. That's beautiful. And your message says, dearest you, even though life seems now to be moving full steam ahead, you are at a time to rest. Allow the ideas to flow through you and take root in your heart before they reach your mind. Honor this process by becoming empty, and allow for inspiration and the magic of dreaming. You might feel lazy or unproductive, but you know better. Just as sleep is a way to recharge before renewal, so are you in a time for dreaming. In this powerful process of co-creation, your soul merges with spirit. It's a very profound way to receive your music directly from source and play your part in the symphony of life. You are being invited to bear witness to the great creation and tune into what others cannot hear. That's beautiful. Yeah, you are. You're going to feel an enlightened connection that is just going to allow you to say, hey, there's enough for me, there's enough for my family, there's enough for my friends, there's enough for every single person in your field of work. Anything like that, in the grocery store, in line. You don't have to be next. They're not going to run out of food. You know what I mean? Wonderful. And you're going to have a big poke of restored energy as well. I am a channel for infinite supply of energy that flows through the universe. When I'm feeling cranky, discouraged, or worn out from this only Tuesday, and already it's a nightmare, and I get swept up in a golden cyclone of magical, glittering, vibrant AF dust, and suddenly it becomes the reigning champ of tirelessness. BRB, victory lap. That is so funny. In a golden cyclone of magical, glittering, vibrant as F dust. I need a poster of this and I need it today. I'm sorry, I have a glittering as F gold dust. That is the best. Ooh, so your message too is a spiral dancer. Circuitous route of perceptions. Let's see what that has to say. I really love to intertwine the oracle with the tarot because the messages in new years and when we're expanding, we need messages on every front and we need them. All the energy is intertwined and working for us as building blocks, right? So the spiral dancer is all about moving to her own rhythm in the steps to music only she can hear. She takes you on a path that is winding and circular. She assures you that what you're experiencing as a setback is really part of an upward spiral. Perception is everything. You're not retracing your steps or going backwards, rather around and up and up and up. She says that you can be comforted knowing that your path is one of success, adventure, and experience. Follow her, for she dances along in a magical way. Beautiful. Absolutely. It's like it's your whim, it's your flight of fancy, it's your impulse, right? Follow it. You don't need to be repressed or quieted. You have to let your gypsy spirit and just flow through you so you have those magical moments. And this is your animal spirit right now. This is a lucky time. You have the rabbit spirit. You're going to start to see rabbits out on lawns. You're going to see them on billboards. You're going to see them in television shows, movies, posters, everywhere. They're going to start to be identified to you and brought into the picture by your spirit guides. It's one of those things, they sometimes switch around, but it lets you know that you are lucky. You are in a very, very lucky, energetic, receptive spot, right? Beautiful, with an infinite supply of everything you could want or need. Wonderful, you guys. I love that energy for you. So if you're new, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and to oh, I love that, and to hit the links down below. Oh, also the bell. Look at that artwork. To hit the little bell so you'll get notifications when the new videos are up, and all my links are down below. If you just press the little gray arrow, and it will show you to all the links down below, to the Etsy, links to every single thing you could want, Patreon, Instantgo, and any of my private read information as well. And bless you guys, and you are going to have a great New Year's and a new season. I just feel all this fresh, beautiful, powerful energy coming your way. Yeah, you're going to have great resources. You're going to have all the keys to those locks because you're slowing it down and you're listening, and your intuition is going to answer you. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're on to number 4, last but not least, the Larimar ring. I love this stone. It's so peaceful. I feel like it's just grounding and peaceful and lovely. So let's see what's going on with that. Let's try to get all the stone magic together so you can get all the energies. Yeah, I love doing New Year's reads and just anything that's ushering new, because I feel like it's an over-cluttered chalkboard that the chalk dust is coming off of, and you're getting the residue, and you don't need any residue or hungover energy and all that. And also, if you have sage for this group, burn some sage in your house, incense, say a cleansing chant, call your guardians in to release any old stagnant energy so you can have all fresh, new, vibrant energy in your home and workspace, okay? I feel that, yeah, you need to get rid of clutter this group and just start fresh. Have a lot of white and yellows around you. Look at that, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, in the new year, you guys are, look, one is the new year, one is the ace. You're going to start to format these wonderful business plans and notions and how to have multiple revenue streams. You realize that, hey, I have some creative talents. I'm going to try this. I'm maybe going to open an Etsy shop, do some YouTube work, do some driving, do some painting, artwork, sculpting, unique creative items, or you have ideas about sometimes reselling. People are quite genius at that. All kinds of things you're going to start to pull in, and you have this fresh renewal and vibrancy of energy that is like, wow, I feel like I can do anything right now. And an important thing to remember too with this group, because I feel like you are a go, go, go group, is to breathe, have patience, trust. You're in a state of wellness. Meditate on it. Just take deep breaths and know that everything doesn't have to be accomplished in 24 hours, that you're going to hit your mark, that you're going to get the things you want. Look at that. And you have the Emperor spirit and energy with you that says, use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized, a firm but compassionate leader. Yeah, you're going to be in a position of power too. A lot of you guys, you're going to be in an elevated position because you're going to have breakthroughs on a lot of front, monetary, spiritual, family. You're going to have a lot of reparations of things that were fractured before, because you're in the new year. You're like, you know what, I'm letting go of anything old, anything that doesn't serve me. I'm releasing because it's time to heal and grow. Look at that Kuan. Oh yeah, Kuan Yin is about compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and the light that's within everybody. That is your main success already, because you're like, I'm not hanging on to grudges or old ways of thinking that haven't served me. They haven't gotten me anywhere when I repeat those patterns. So why don't I release them and learn a new, better pattern, right? And let's see what the universe has to say from you on your postcard. It might be hard to believe you'll ever get to where you want to go, feel the way you want to feel, and find peace and security, but you can. There's lots to celebrate in this life, but first you need to let go of this attachment to achieving certain results. It's easy to get caught in the endless loop of wanting so you can feel safe. The only way out is to surrender the attachment. Empty yourself so you can be filled with something new. The compulsion will be lifted and peace will come. Trust that something better awaits, that something new will open up and you will see new opportunities for fulfillment. The truth is, whenever you get into this loop, what you're really looking for is from spirit. That connection is where the power, the peace, and the purpose lies. Everything else follows. Give yourself a hug. We got you. 2 cents from heaven. Don't you love these? These are so divine. If you guys ever want to feel great, please get these postcards from Spirit. They're Colette Baron Reed's, the little heavenly creature that she is. She's an absolute amazing writer. She's so prolific. It hits home every time. These things are gems that they're just otherworldly perfect. And they'll always raise your spirits. It's such an aha moment every single card I read. I'm like, geez. And remember this too, value, okay? I am a valuable member of my team and I bring a unique component to this job. I will not accept any self-conscious doubts about whether or not I belong here, and all inner questions about my own worth must be submitted in writing, then subsequently burned in a tire fire. Amen. Blaze away. I love that. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm a Weasel Wurzel, and it's very nice to meet you. And I have a certificate, I have a family portrait, and I have a gold cup, and it's very nice to meet you. Yeah, sometimes it's like somebody with a very strong, powerful ego, and they take up a lot of room, and a lot of times sociopaths or people with super strong egos that are led by them, they try to intimidate. It doesn't work for me at all, because I just don't. I don't think I was born with the fear gene, and it actually will make me become more obstinate and try to just quell that, because when people are so run on ego, they don't hear another word from another person because it's all about them all the time, right? So remember your value, and if you're around any egomaniacal people, to just act like they're invisible, because they're attention seeking and it's very draining. What you want to listen to is the High Lord of Gratitude and Service. This is about selflessness, humility, and conscious action. Don't you always feel your best when you are doing something for the collective, for the whole? I know when I start my day, I'm like, I'm just going to watch movies and relax and, have free time. But then I'll get a notion about something and I'm like, wow, that is a beautiful message. Maybe I'll make a video, and then I'll start that. But then I'll remember I had told somebody I will garner some information for them that can be helpful to them. So I'll start going on Pinterest, or I'll start going in medical journals and going through this thing that can help somebody. And my day will feel like it's 1 hour long when I start to do that. When we are in service to others and we're helping other people for the highest good, and it's selfless, and you don't want reward and you don't want anything for it other than to help humanity and people, it is the most beautiful feeling. You just feel like you're on a natural, happy high. There's nothing more rewarding than that. You know what I mean? So this is about the High Lord of Gratitude, and the service has arrived to help you find your true purpose today. Feeling gratitude for each moment you experience and loving what is and what has been will remind you that every breath you take holds a deep and profound awareness. Through small actions and selfless service to another, you're automatically placed on your highest path, whether you immediately are aware of it or not. The presence of this ally lets you know that you're on the correct path to fulfilling your desires. You're also notified that your actions of service and attitude of gratitude will yield riches beyond your wildest dreams. As long as those riches aren't the goal that you have in mind, giving service with no thought in return is what's required of you today. This would also be a good time to write a list reminding yourself of all the things in your life and your world around you that you are grateful for. I do that when I wake up. I have little sticky notes all over. One day I'll do a film of what my area looks like. I have a pincushion board that has cards that people sent me that I love. It has my inspiration, it has animals all over. It has the Ace of Cups. It has sunshine, Pandora, it has everything, and fairies and all kinds of crazy stuff. But anyway, what I do when I wake up is in my sticky notes, I'm grateful for my family, my pets, whatever is around me. And all of a sudden my heart starts to soar. And all of a sudden I am ready to be of service. And I start researching, how can I help this person that has this ailment? Because I feel I was gifted with a medical intuitiveness for a reason too. So when I'm speaking to people and I can feel their pains, I research a lot of natural remedies, because all pharmaceuticals come from the natural plants to begin with. They're 90% a lot of the times of these natural plants, and the natural form sometimes is best. So if I can help someone feel better, that makes me feel better, right? Why else are we here? We're not here to go shopping and friggin' criticize each other. That's mental. But so many people do it, but it's like just running, and it's a gerbil wheel, right? Just so many people on a gerbil wheel and they're not awake yet, but we can help them. Everybody's getting there. And this is a reminder for you to take a time out because of this. When you are selfless and you're giving, you have to remember there is a fine line between giving and being of service, or trying to give to people who are unreceptive and burning yourself thin because they are not aware or awake enough to receive this energy, notion, or message, right? And you're beating your head against a wall. So when you feel like you've delivered your message, all you have to do is step away and be in a restful state and care for yourself. A lot of light workers, a lot of caregivers will go till they haven't got a voice left, they haven't got energy left. They're sapped, if they're empaths, all those things. So it's about self-protection as well. You know what I mean? A bear hibernates for a reason. And so must all of we that are in this particular batch, right? We have to hibernate, we have to rest, we have to chill the F out, or we will burn the F out, right? That's the motto. I love this. I love all these cards. And look at that. Yeah, remember you're valued. So beautiful. Remember the compassion for people that sometimes are in a bad spot and they need a little help from us. And just know we're going to find peace. We're going to have a lovely, warm place to land all the time when we're guided by spirit. So that is your message, lovely people. You are going to thrive, and you are going to be vibrant, and you are going to be lit AF, and I'm excited for you. So that is your new year energy and messages. Beautiful, beautiful messages. So if you guys are new, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so you'll know when the new videos are out. All my links are down below if you need a private read, a quick Instantgo read. Visit to the Etsy store, check out our Patreon page, bonk on that and see what's going on there. Really good stuff. Some of the new Oracle cards are up and out that we've created and we're beginning to title. It's just a great little community. I love those guys, and thank you patrons that are involved, and thank you for your donations and participating. It's beautiful. It helps keep this channel going. I can't tell you guys how much gratitude I have for you, and we're going to be strong, healthy, and vital in the new year. We got this. Hooray! Hooray for us.